You're not on yet, are you?
All right, Mustang families and friends, we're here at the Rec Center for a District 8 game against Eagan. Rochester's coming off a nice tournament up in Brainerd. They went 3-1. Unfortunately, that one loss, a 7-6 loss to Andover, put us in outside the semifinal game due to tiebreaker rules. Otherwise, it was a good showing by Rochester. It's good to leave there with a win against Farmington. Boys have got back to town here and had a couple practices. Gotten back in the groove and going back to battle here. D8. Eagan was also up in that tournament. They were one of the teams that we were ousted because of tiebreaker rules. They had a 9-goal differential. We had a 9 goals against, and we had 10 goals against. And so they ended up winning. They lost their first game in the semifinal, and then they beat Champlin Park to win the third place game. Had a nice little chat here with one of the Eagan parents that does all their streaming. Brett McKenzie. His son plays on the Eagan team. They were hoping that they could have met us and played us up in Brainerd, but just stars didn't align. Got about a minute 20 left here in warm-ups. I'd like to just once again say thanks to the Rochester VFW Post 12-15 for sponsoring this year's VFW team, as they have always done here in the past. Thank you for all that you do for Rochester hockey. Thank you for all that you do with our veterans, and thanks to our veterans.
I'm Bob Grotto.
Hope all our families and relatives are safe. I know we've got folks in the Chicagoland area. We've got some folks in Florida. We've got some folks in North Carolina. We're starting to gain a following here. Horn just blew. Teams will pick up pucks and we'll get underway here. Coach is giving last-minute instructions. Little pep talk. It's like we've got Caden Johnston in net. Beckett Fleming, Nolan Dubois, and Keefe with Core and Hodge, Brogan Hodge on defense. It's like Ryan Yetzer is our referee today. Always looks like he's got a solo show here. Only one ref tonight. Eagan wins that first face-off. They go D to D, chip it up the boards, and now we got our first offsides. Face-off just outside the Eagan zone. That draw won by Eagan. They go D to D. Defenseman skating that puck up, hits the red line, tries to ice it, but whiffs. Dumps it down in the Rochester zone. Caden goes back to retrieve it. Charlie Core playing that puck. He goes to Brogan Hodge. Hodge comes out the other side. He tries to chip it up. Fleming's there. Fleming skating around the defensive zone. Brings it up the boards. No icing. Eagan goaltender goes back to retrieve it. Eagan chips it up the near side boards. That goes long. Hits the Rochester D. Rochester flings it down. Changes lines. Eagan goes back behind the net to retrieve. They go D to D. He chips back the other way. Eagan makes that long outlet pass. Hits the center. Now the wing coming up the boards. Gains the zone. Caden Johnson deflects that puck into the far corner. And the Rochester gathers it and tries to hit that near side winger. Goes out to the Eagan D and they regroup. They go D to D. Coming up the near side boards, trying to gain that red line. Rochester goes D to D. They hit that far winger. Try to chip it all the way down, but it doesn't go. Eagan hits that long pass and we'll have an offsides. Face off just outside the Eagan zone. They chip it up over the red line, chase it down. Rochester tries to get up off that glass. Puck goes all the way down to the Rochester zone. Rochester rings it around. Far side winger chasing it. Eagan dunks it back down to the Rochester zone. Brogan Hodge back there. Vossler with that puck. He loses it at the Rochester blue line. Dom Haugen back there to retrieve it. Puck skips over Brogan Hodge's stick. He chips it to Charlie Core. They try to chip it up all the way to the near side winger. Eagan intercepts it and dumps it back down. Battling along the near side board is Wiedrich. Fleming out there at center now. Hodge battling. They chip it around. Core goes for it. He chips it up to Keefe. Rochester trying to get a whistle here. Hodge tries to chip it up the wall. Dubois throws it out, intercepted by the D. Fleming gathers it up. Hits that streaky winger. Dubois coming in all alone. Shot, save. Dubois coming off those boards. Backhand. Oh, he just missed it. Slips out to the D. Shot, tip. Rebound. Shot. Flurry of shots here. Oh, to goal! Beckett Fleming, that rebound had come out to the side of the net, and Beckett Fleming had gathered it up and just slid it right along the ice 5-hole. Nice little flurry after spending the first couple minutes here in the Rochester zone. Rochester's up 1-0. Face off at center ice. 12 minutes left in the first period. Eagan wins that draw. They try to gain the red line. He circles back. He goes D to D. Tries to hit that center, but Rochester had guys in the way. Huseth gathers that puck. Throws it on net. And we've got a save by the Eagan goalie. Face off to the right of Eagan. Face off won by Rochester. Shot. Another save. I think that was Shell. Shell who shot that. Eagan wins that draw, rings it around. Trying to chip it up out of the blue. Core holding that blue line. Shell comes in. Fires a shot. Up in the glass. Grotham back behind the net. He's playing the body. Centers it. Huseth there. Can't hang on to it. Chipped all the way out to the blue. Brogan Hodge holding that blue line. Hits Core down the middle. Core, fancy footwork. Nice glove save. Face off will be to the right of the Eagan goaltender. Face off won by Rochester. Shot, save, rebound. Oh, at least a couple good whacks there. Nice shot by Hatcher Hodge to put that puck on net. Puck's taken away back behind the net. Wiedrich, he rings it around to the D. Hodge there. He gets it on the blue, puts it on net. Deflected wide. Puck goes far side. Eagan just wants a whistle, tries to chip it out. Normie can't hold that line. Rochester throws it all the way down and we'll have an icing. Face off to the right of Caden Johnston. Rochester chips it up off the glass. Puck squirts out. Our forward didn't see it. Fleming chasing it down. And that'll be another icing. One nice thing about this rec center is we've got really nice, tall, 10-foot, 12-foot glass all the way around. So, our forwards and defensemen can really chip that puck up and out of the zone. Face off to the right of Caden Johnston. Puck comes up near side wing. Dubois coming down, hitting Keefe. Oh, misses it. He whipped on it. Brogan Hodge holds that puck in. Puck in the far side corner. Fleming with it. Comes out of the corner. He loses it. Eagan coming out. 2-on-2. The back checker. Nice body played by Core. Causing just enough of a delay for Rochester to get that puck. Dubois coming out, chipping it out of the zone. Eagan tries to get it. They collect it, chip it down in the Rochester zone. Core collects it up. He goes D to Hodge. Hodge rings it around. Dubois there. Puck rung to the far side. Keefe giving chase. He does a spin-a-rama, takes that puck away. He tried to hit Dubois, but it was just too long. And that'll be an ice. Face off to the left of Caden Johnston. Eagan wins that draw back to the D. Shot tipped in the corner. Norman banks it back around the net. Eagan comes out of the corner 2-on-1. Nope. And Rochester intercepts that. Grog giving chase. Shelley going after it. Nice little forecheck. Takes puck away. Comes down. Shot. Save. Nice shot. He tried to go up over the shoulder of the goaltender. Goaltender just got a tip of that. Eagan comes down 1-on-1. Nice body played. by Hodge. Puck goes all the way down in the Eagan zone. They go back behind the net. Taken away by Huseth. He goes back behind his legs. Weidrich. Oh, my. Look at that muffin. Look at that muffin by Weidrich. Holy smokes. Gavin Weidrich. Huseth dug it out of the corner and centered it. Weidrich was there and let the old bendy twig put her in. Good start here by Rochester after spending a minute or two in their own zone. Face-off won by Rochester. Hodge collects it. He goes back. He goes D to Core. Core tries to chip it up off the wing. He does. He gets it all the way down in the Eagan zone. Eagan goes back to retrieve it. Waterbug line is out there. Vossler giving chase. He takes it away. Brogan Hodge retrieves it back behind Caden Johnson. He reverses it. Core can't hang on to it. Eagan tries to center it. Goes out to the D. They're not able to hold the blue line. And it comes back in and it's offsides. Face-off just outside the Rochester zone. Face-off won by Rochester. Goes back to the D. Michael Norman giving chase. He bangs it up the boards to Hodge. Tries to hit Dubois, but that goes to the length of the ice and we'll have another icing. Face-off will be to the right of Caden Johnston. 8:01 left in the first period. Eagan wins that draw. Ooh, nice save. That one, Johnson was definitely screened, and he didn't see that to the last second. Rochester wins that draw. Hatcher Hodge bangs it around. Keith is there. He tried to hit a racing Dubois, but Dubois was just offsides. Eagan wins the draw, but Rochester gains control. Comes down 2-on-1. Fleming puts that back behind the net. Now you got Keith Dubois cycling with Fleming. This line putting a lot of forecheck on. Eagan gets it up to their winger. He chips it out. Rochester tries to hit that far wing. Goes all the way down. Face-off will be to the left of Caden Johnston. Eagan wins that draw, goes back to the D. They go D to D. Shot on net. Caden Johnson has his eyes on that the entire time. Gobbles that up. Nice little confidence booster there. I always like to get a nice few easy shots to get that blood flowing and get in a rhythm. Rochester wins that draw. They go off the glass. Eagan goes D to D. Rochester chips it up, hits the winger. Grotham. Huseth, shot, save. Great shot. Blocker save. Puck goes near side. Up to the D. Core can't keep it in, so we got to regroup. They go D to D. Hodge tries to hit Huseth. Eagan gains control, gains his zone. Caden Johnson save. Oh, another great save. Caden Johnson had some forecheckers that were sliding through the crease into him, and he still managed to make a leg save. Face-off will be the left of Caden Johnston here. Eagan wins that draw. They go D to D. Saved by Caden Johnston. Rochester brings it out of the zone, 2-on-2. Bossler can't hang on to it. Puck's here along the near side. Rochester goes far side to Dom Haugen. He tries to chip it back to the D. Just not hard enough, and so that goes up and out of play. Face-off will be here at center ice. 6:32 left in the first period. Shots are 11-5. 12-5 by my record. Eagan wins that draw. They go D to D. Back to the other side. Eagan skates it up, gains a red line. Nice body check here, forcing it off sides. Rochester wins that draw. Defense try to get up to Dubois. He can't really hang on to it. Eagan pinching. Fleming coming down. He's getting bodied in the corner. Eagan comes around, rings it around. Brogan Hodge here on the blue. He holds it in. Chips it down to Keefe. Keefe throws it back down in the corner. Beckett collects it behind the net, using his body to cause interference. Chipped it up. Right into the chest protector of the Eagan goaltender. Face-off won by Rochester. Shot wide by Hodge. Eagan collects it up on the near side. Core holding that blue line. Puck does squirt out. Rochester's able to gather that puck and throws it back into the Eagan zone. Defender going back for it. Being body checked. They chip it up the boards. Core holds it in. Shot on net. Intercepted by Eagan. Grotham down in the corner. He's working it with Shelley. Huseth chasing the far side. Brogan Hodge pinching. He collects it up. Big long reach. Huseth chips it up. Goal! I don't think the Eagan goaltender could see that. Colton Huseth with those long arms reached for that puck and just kind of chip shotted it from the high slot. And goaltender had no idea where it was, and it went up and over the shoulder. Face-off won by Rochester. They go D to D. Hodge with it. He hits the center, tries at the center. Dom Haugen can't hang on to it. Weidrich collects it, dumps it all the way down. Now they get chase. Rochester doing a great job this period on the forecheck, just causing havoc back there. Pass out of the zone by Eagan. Intercepted by Hodge. He dances along the blue line, now skates in behind the net. Ooh, he throws a puck out front. Nobody's there, though. Eagan throws it around far side. Eagan comes out of the zone with it. Intercepted by Weidrich. He goes back to his defenseman, and he goes D to D. Hodge brings it up, hits the far winger. Now he comes down one-on-one. Shot. Save. .418 left in the first period. Face-off will be to the right of the Eagan goaltender. Eagan wins that. They chip it up along the boards. Eagan skates it out of the zone. Gains the Rochester zone. Coming down. Hodge giving chase. Backdoor play. Eagan wasn't there. Eagan collects it back up. Skates through the zone. And that's deflected. It comes out. Eagan's got to regroup here. Eagan going D to D. Doing a little scissor play. Keefe giving chase. Fleming with a nice stick to poke that away. Eagan coming back, regrouping here at the neutral zone. And Eagan chips it all the way down. Core giving chase. He swapped with Brogan Hodge. Hodge now in the corner. Probably a wise thing. It's a bigger, massive body. Rochester coming down. Keefe along the far boards. He drops it for Fleming. Fleming tried to cut out. Dubois Fleming chasing in the corner. Fleming pokes it away. That long reach. He tries to come out from behind the net and tuck it in. Goaltender had his pad tight against that post. Face off to the right of the Eagan goaltender. Eagan wins that draw. They come out 2-on-2. Gaining the neutral zone over the red. Gaining the blue line. Comes down. Shot. Save. Caden Johnson getting a piece of that. Came out. Challenged the shooter. Eagan gaining possession. Out to the D. They go D to D. Far D. Shot. Blocked. Michael Norman with a great block there. Huseth tries to chip it to center. Nobody's there. Eagan gathers it and throws it all the way down, but head referee Ryan Yetzer says, nope, that's offsides. I sure hope he's getting double pay this game with no help out there. God bless him. Eagan wins that draw. They go D to D. Passes off. Weidrich pokes that puck away. Goalie comes out to play it. Oh, that could have been a fun one, boys and girls. Eagan comes out of the zone. They gain the blue line. Body played. Chip it up and around him. Weidrich got speed. Coming down. 2-on-1. Oh, I couldn't get it over. Couldn't get it over. Dom Haugen behind the net. Well, that's Vossler behind the net. Haugen had chased it along the boards. Weidrich down low now. Weidrich comes out off the boards. He can't hang on to it. Core regroups. Hits the near side. Weidrich can't hang on to it. He goes back to the D. Hodge regrouping with Core. And Rochester just chips it all the way down. They got fresh bodies on the ice. Fleming's line's out there. Eagan chips it around. Eagan can't hang on to it, and that goes back to the Rochester D. They chip it back up to Keefe. He gives chase. Nice play. Goaltender comes out to play it. Fleming behind the net. He swats with Keefe out to Hodge at the point. Hodge shot blocked. He chips that. It's able to keep it in, and then Eagan throws it all the way down. That Eagan goaltender's come out a couple times here to play the puck. I think it's going to bite him one of these times if he keeps doing that this game. 1:20 left in the first period. Rochester wins that draw. They jump it into the far corner. Shelley giving chase. Playing along the far side boards. Dumps it back down in the corner for Vossler. Huseth can't hang on to it. Eagan comes out. They gain the neutral zone. Dump it into Rochester's zone. Rochester doing a nice job clogging lanes. Shelley trying to come out. Eagan in the slot. Shot wide. They try to center it. Nobody there. Bodies in the play. Defenseman gathers it up. Shot. Up off the post. Oh. Actually, we're not even going to say that's post. That was a shot. Caden having a nice game here. Team's giving him a nice opportunity to see those pucks. Face off to the right of Johnston. Eagan collects that up, comes down the slot, fires and scores. Right up and over the shoulder. Nobody wanted to step out in front of that one. Can't let him walk down the blue and come right down the top of the slot and shoot it. .37 seconds left in the period. That's a tough one to give up here with just a few remaining seconds. Rochester gets it out of the zone. Fleming coming down. He gains the blue. Toe drags. Shot. Oh. Tipped wide, I think. Eagan's able to chip it out of the zone. We chip it back over the blue, but it is offsides. Face off just outside the Eagan zone with 15 seconds left. Fleming collects it up. He tried to toe drag it. Nothing happening. Shot, save. Puck goes into the corner. Fleming tried to come out of there with it. 2 seconds, 1 second. I think overall Rochester had more control that period, except for the first minute and maybe the last 45 seconds of that period. Otherwise Rochester was doing a nice job using their legs, their speed, create turnovers, and then create scoring opportunities off those turnovers. Shout out to our Rochester teams that are up in the Twin Cities, up in Blaine, in Stillwater, playing in the Youth Hockey Hub Lumberjack Tournament. Our Bantam A's, our Pee Wee Double A's, and I think our Pee Wee A's might be up there as well. It's been a rough first day for most of those Rochester teams. The Pee Wee Double A lost 3-0 and 5-0, I think. Some tough opponents. White Bear Lake and Centennial. Boys didn't come out ready to play, and other teams took it to them. Then our Bantam A played a close game, lost 3-1 to White Bear Lake. So now they're playing their second bracket game, whereas the Pee Wees have pool play. Second bracket game here at 8 o'clock, so they're about halfway through their game. Eagan wins that draw, goes back to the D. They try to chip it to the center. They intercept it, and Eagan tosses it all the way down in the Rochester zone. Brogan Hodge giving chase. He tries to hit the winger. Fleming coming up. Keefe. 2-on-1 if he can get to that puck. Beckett Fleming comes down. Toe drag. Backhand. Save. Pops out to the defense. He goes to the boards. Fleming. Shot. Save. Rochester cycling it down low in the corner. They chip it up and out and past the D, and that will be icing. Face off to the right of Caden Johnston here. Rochester wins that draw. They go back to their D. Shot by Hodge, tipped. Doesn't make it to the net. They go back out to the point. Hodge, shot, tip. Oh, it just went wide. Eagan chipping it out. Trying to chip it out. They get it far side. They come out of the zone. Gain entry in the Rochester zone. They put a shot on net. Caden Johnson makes a nice glove save. And we got a whistle. Face off to the right of Johnson. Rochester wins that draw. They chip it up. And out and around. Shelley coming down one-on-one along the sideboards. He tries to center it. That's intercepted. Eagan chips it up and out. Rochester gathers it up and regroups. Ooh, try to make a big hit on a Rochester player, but he got through that. Huseth puts the puck over the net. Eagan trying to chip it around to the Rochester forecheck. Eagan skates it out of their slot, chip it out of the zone. Norman going back to collect it up. He just throws it up into a Eagan stick. They chip it to the middle. Shelley comes down. He's got a back checker though. All by himself. Tries to take it in. Collect it up. Bossler puts a shot on net right into the goalie's chest protector. Face-off will be to the right of Eagan's goaltender. Face-off won by Eagan. That goes behind the net. They ring it around. Playing along the far boards. They chip it out all the way out. Brogan Hodge going back to collect that. He uses the net as a decoy. Hits a near side winger. Dom can't hang on to it. Hodge tries to kick it up with his skate. Can't. They try to center it. Weidrich is there. He deflects it out of the zone. Eagan going back to chase it. Dom Haugen giving chase. Haugen gets pushed around like a little fly. Vossler gets dumped. Weidrich angling along the boards. He puts a body on a player. Eagan centers it, but that's off a stick. Rochester works it up quick. Vossler coming down. He's getting bodied down there along the boards. Eagan's tries to chip it out, and they do finally get it out. We can't hold the zone, so Rochester regroups. Up to Fleming. Try to go far side. Eagan can't hand that. They try to get it out. They do get it up to the wing. He chips it out. Rochester collects on the near side here. Try to throw it all the way down. Does make it to the goaltender. Defenseman gets it. Beckett Fleming intercepts it. Tries to backhand pass it. It's in the skate. Rochester trying to dig that puck out. Goes along the far boards. Eagan skates it out. 1-on-3. Near side. Tries to go around him. That's deflected way out of the zone. Up and over the glass. Face off to left, Caden Johnston. Eagan wins that. They go D-to-D. On the far side, Dubois giving chase. Beckett Fleming playing the body behind the net. And Keefe takes it up and out of the glass. That'll be an icing. Hey, the ref showed up. Now we got two refs. Look at that. Ryan Yetzer getting the help that he needed. So maybe he won't get that full 2 ref pay. Face off left to Johnston. Rochester wins that, rings it around. Shelley gets it out of the zone. Fleming coming down. No, Huseth coming down. Goes that big long reach. Comes around the net. He whiffs. Eagan tries to get it out. They can't. Shelley circling. Huseth can't hang on to it. Eagan comes out. Hodge chips it up. Back to the Eagan defense. They go D-to-D. Back again to the other side. They try to hit the center. Gain the zone. Puck goes behind the net. Normie Hodge is there. Michael Norman is there. Sorry. Hodge is his partner. He rings it around. Eagan holds the blue. Hodge plays the body. Does a nice job tying his man up. Shelley goes in. Michael Norman comes out of the zone with it. That slides back to the Eagan defenseman. He gets it up quickly. Oh, boy, we got a 1-on-0. Terrible change. And gives up an odd man rush. Forward just skates around our defenseman. And, not much you can do. Got the goalie moving side to side. And just went backhand up and over the pad. Face off here at center ice. Scores 3-2. Rochester wins that draw. They go D-to-D. Court tries to chip it up. Misses. And that'll be an icing. Ill-advised line change. Get a whistle, throw it down, get an icing if you have to. Don't hang your D out to dry, don't hang your goalie out to dry. Eagan wins that draw. They get it back to their D. They chip along the boards. Hodge comes out of the zone with it. We got a 3-on-1 here. 3-on-1. Over. Oh, puts it back behind Vossler. I'd advise him just to shoot that and put it on a pad and let that F2 break and get it. Saved by Caden Johnston. Weidrich tries to chip that to center. Nobody's there. Weidrich along the boards. 2-on-1, 2-on-1 developing. Shot up and over the net. Again, we'll talk about that. Rochester gets it out to the D. Slap shot, blocked. Keith giving chase. We've had lots of discussions at home about those 2-on-1s. If you can't slide that puck over, right, put it on a pad far side where F2 is breaking, right, for an easy rebound. Beckett Fleming behind the net. He tries to center it. Nobody there. Nolan Dubois circling at the blue line. Fleming gets bodied. Keith can't hang on to that puck. Comes near side. Eagan goes far side, hits their wing. Now we got a 2-on-2 developing. Hodge coming down. They try to hit that far side guy. Almost connected. Not quite. Rochester coming down. Fleming comes to slot. Fires. Shot. Save. Eagan quickly turns it up. Tries to chip it. And that'll be an icing. Face off to the right of the Eagan goaltender. He rings it. They ring it, win it, and go ring it around. Puck had gone into the Eagan bench, so have a face off here at center ice. Eagan wins that draw, gets it back to their D. Core intercepts it up to Wiedrich. He tries to chip it all the way down, not far enough. Eagan defense collects it up. Wiedrich chasing. Gavin, if he gets your hands in your face again, you just whack his glove off. Eagan defenseman skates it out of the zone, comes down 1-on-3. Circling. Trying to find a guy, hits the far side D. Vossler gets it. Shot wide. Oh my God, that's the craziest goal I've ever seen. Shot went off the glass, but bounced back behind Caden Johnston. And then Eagan player, I don't know if he got a stick on it or it just went off Caden. One in a million. Face-off won by Rochester, scores 3-3 here in the middle of the second period. Normie comes down. Huseth, side of the net. Eagan gets it, comes out of the zone. Eagan coming down. They go far side. Shelley with the puck behind the net. He chips it up to Huseth. Huseth tries to go far side. He gets it to Grotham. And Hatcher Hodge dumps it in. Eagan collects it behind the net. Intercepted by Huseth. Shot. Rebound. Keith behind the net. Tries to center it. Nobody there. Eagan had an excellent chance there coming down. Rochester had back checkers though, and they were able to lift sticks, and easy little bouncer went on Caden, and we just decided to ice it. Face off to the right of Caden Johnston. Eagan's got the puck down the corner. They center it. Nobody there. Now back in the near side corner. He tries to do a slapper from the corner. Rochester checks their own guy. That was Beckett Fleming. Try to go wing to center. Dubois coming up. He goes wide, takes it on the corner. Should have a tripping call here. Come on, Caden, go! Get out of the net! Coaches should be just yelling their head off to get Caden off the ice. We'll have Eagan player in the penalty box for tripping. Face-off won by Rochester. Beckett Fleming out there. Dubois on the point. Core out there as well. Back to Dubois. Back in the corner to Keefe. Huseth out there playing the man in front of the net, the big body in front of the net. Beckett Fleming comes out, fires that up over the blocker side of the goaltender. Core collects it to Dubois. He chips it in the corner. Eagan chips it up the boards. Back out to Dubois, who gets it back out to Fleming here at center. Fleming comes down, sets it back up on the side. Back to Dubois on the point. Shot. Deflected and saved. Minute 20 left in the penalty. Rochester wins that draw. Hodge with that puck. Shot, tip. Dom Haugen got his stick on that. Shelley holds that in. Far side. Michael Norman can't put that in. That looked like it was on his backhand. Hodge. Shot from the far side by Gradam is saved. Face off to the left of the Eagan goaltender. Haugen out there wins the draw. Back to Shell. Back to Hodge on the point, on the top of that point. He fires it in. Tip. Save. Another shot. Puck goes to the corner. Shell dumps it back down low. Michael Norman giving chase. Dom Haugen down there. Get the old pitchfork out, boys. Dom Haugen chasing. Shell on the near side boards. Egan's able to chip that out and comes out. Gradam loses his jock in the rafters. But they lose the puck and they come back out. Rochester comes back out with the puck. Gradam skates it in. Setting it back up. Hodge, tip. Doesn't make it to the net. Looked like that was a little bit of a half slap shot. Oh! Back door just went right through Michael Norman's stick. Out from the back, and scores! Great little centering pass from down low. I think that's Michael Norman who got that one. Shell getting an assist, and maybe Beckett Fleming. Nice little play to put Rochester ahead 4-3. Rochester wins that draw. They chip it up. Eagan collects that at their D. Rochester giving chase. The Beckett Fleming, Dubois, Keefe line is out there. Fleming comes out of the boards. 2-on-1. Oh, up off the post. Intercepted by Keefe. This line's doing a nice job creating pressure. They put it back. Dubois chips it to Fleming. Slapper up off a pad. And Eagan comes out, gains the Rochester zone. Dubois up and off the glass, caught by the Eagan defenseman. They dump it all the way down the corner. Brogan Hodge giving chase. He chips it up and off the glass. Brogan Eagan defenseman intercept that, dumps that all the way down. And Keefe trying to get it out, can't. Dubois, Fleming. They come down 2-on-1. They got numbers. Center. Oh, that was saved. Oh, trying to chip it up. Can't. Weidrich shoots it on. Keefe tipped it. Weidrich caught that puck in the slot, fired it on net, and Kiefer got the rebound and stuffed her home. Just as the penalty was expiring, too. Or maybe that was 5-on-5. Thought I saw the door open down here. Hodge puts an Eagan player on his butt. Eagan dumps it down. Caden Johnson goes back behind the net. Tried to get it out, but we couldn't. Scrum behind the net. Eagan trying to center that. Battle on the near side boards here. Rochester's able to chip it up and out of the zone. Weidrich just gets completely dumped. Waterbug line chasing here. Vossler chasing behind the net. Eagan up off the glass and all the way down. That should be an icing. .201 left in the second period. Rochester up 5-3. See if the boys can hold on here and finish this period up strong. Rochester wins that draw. Shot by Brogan Hodge. Tip. Oh, just up and over the net. Core pinching. Gets it down low. Rochester working it down low now. Far side corner. Shelley. Eagan takes that away. Core pinches. He's able to get that puck back down low. Shelley lost that puck again. Eagan comes down 3-on-2 with a back checker. Core chips it up and off the board. That hit an Eagan player. Brogan Hodge. Now Core. Back to Hodge. He rings it around. Grotham chasing along the near side boards. He tries to go far side. That's off an Eagan player. Eagan collects it at their blue line. Skates it up. Comes back to Rochester's D. Brogan Hodge. Nice little move. He's losing that amongst his own feet. Rochester chips it up. Eagan D had pinched there, so they take the puck away. They go D to D. A little bit of back and forth play here. A lot of bodies running into each other. Eagan just chips it up off the glass, and that should be an icing. .45 seconds left in the period. Face-off will be to the left of the Eagan goaltender. Face-off won by Rochester. Michael Norman chips it back down in the corner. Eagan plays it up. That hits a Rochester skate. Rochester trying to get that down deep again. Nolan Dubois loses it here at the blue line. Eagan comes down one-on-one. Some fancy footwork here. Rochester and those long sticks. They chip it out. They got a 3-on-1. 3-on-1 developing. Keith coming down. Backhand pass. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Just couldn't get a handle on it. Get a shot on net. But not a good scoring chance. A little bit too fancy, I think. 11 seconds left in the period. Weidrich chips it out to the point. D put it all the way down in the zone. Vossler down there. 2 seconds, 1 second. Eagan rings it around. Woo. That was exciting period. Lots of scoring that period. Eagan was able to put in 3, and Rochester rebounded and put in another 2. Again, our opponent scoring those opportunities where we turn the puck over, or odd man rushes. In the one case, it was not only a turnover but an ill-advised change, right? Leaving our defense out to dry and giving the opponent an odd man rush, and he just skated around and went far side. So Rochester dug their heels in, and pounded a few more goals in here by working hard on the forecheck again, creating turnovers. Rochester winning the shot battle by my count, 31-13. Face off here at center ice. Scores 5-3, started the third period. Face off won by Rochester. Dubois gets that puck, gains the red line, throws it all the way down. He loses his glove. Goaltender goes back to play for it in the near side corner. Eagan tries to chip that out. Floats along the blue line. Keith battling. He throws it back in. And Eagan's able to chip it back out. Rochester's D going back to collect that. They go D to D. Quick pass up through center. Beckett Fleming coming down. He's wide in the corner. Tries a toe drag. Goes around the net. Out to the D. Brogan Hodge. Core, a muffin pass. And a shot. A save. Rebound. Shout out to our Bantam A's who are playing their second round game up in Blaine. They're leading Chaskatchan 3-1. We don't have an official time left in the game, but we're rooting for them. Andy Cousin doing a nice job with injuries and a little bit of a stomach flu that's floating around. So Rochester gets that puck out of the zone, or Eagan gets that puck out of the zone. Rochester has to regroup. Huseth going down, gains the corner. He chips it to the middle, intercepted by Eagan. They chip it up along the glass. Eagan come out of the zone, chips it back behind Hodge. Michael Norman's there. He just whips it up. Battle for it along here on the penalty box boards. Shell doing a nice job coming out of that corner with that battle. Rochester gains his zone shot. Deflected. Grout him down in the corner. Huseth. Eagan chips it up along the boards. They try to get it out. Brogan Hodge intercepts. Come down the slot. Fire. Save. Puck bouncing over the net. I think that puck was up on end, but Brogan Hodge is not a player you want to give time and space to come down that slot. He just got a cannon. Core reversing with Hodge. Core chipping it up out of the zone. Vossler giving chase. Eagan chipping it up. Core playing the body. Nice job. Weidrich goes back to collect it. He puts the brakes on. Hits center. Haugen coming up. Vossler. Losing it at the blue line. Vossler losing it again. Beckett Fleming tried to chip it all the way down, but that went off a player, so we'll have a stoppage in play. .9:43 left in the third. Rochester Bantam A's are up 3-2. They're at the Super Rink, Rink 3. You can see that on Live Barn if you're not watching this stream. Rochester gaining the zone. Dubois up off the side of the net. Fleming to Keefe behind the net. He's trying to find an open player. Hodge pinches, holds that puck in. Chips it down to Keefe. Tries to center it. That went off a skate. Dubois tries to hold that in. Michael Norman pinched. Puck got behind him. Dubois getting it up quick. Keefe. He tries to get around that Eagan defenseman, but wisely played there. Michael Norman pinches that boards tight. Oh, he just gets laid out. Oh, that was a good body. Eagan coming up, gains the neutral zone. Rochester trying to chip it out. Goes back into their zone. They get it up off the glass. Eagan D holds that in. Puck down deep now. And that puck is chipped up and over. No icing. Goalie comes out to play it. He throws it all the way up to this near side winger. Holy moly. Eagan gaining the Rochester zone. Coming down 1-0. Shot and a goal. Eagan player had just skated through all 5 guys. All 5. Just bad positioning. Face off here at center ice. Eagan turning the pressure up here, creating some opportunities. Huseth goes back for it. He's battling hard in the corner. He gets it up to the center, but the center can't hang on to it, and that goes all the way down. Let's get our time right here. 10:39 left in the third. Shot by Eagan from the point. They got the draw. Caden with the save. Puck comes back to the Eagan D. Groudon giving chase. He just throws it out of the zone. Eagan regrouping now. They chip it up and over the red. Michael Norman takes a body. Eagan gathers that puck, regroups. Body by Weidrich. He knocks him off the puck. Shot. Rebound. Nobody there to collect it for Eagan. Haugen down there in the corner. Centered. Save. Weidrich just chips it out. Keefe giving chase. Keefe beats him. Comes around. Shot. Goal! Kiefer single-handedly taking that chip from Weidrich and doing a horse race around the defenseman and just biding his time going far side. (6-4) Rochester, 9:45 left in the third. That puck thrown in the Rochester zone. Rochester trying to get it out, chip it out. Dubois gets it over the blue line. Eagan has to regroup. They chip it up back out. Back into Rochester. Brogan Hodge along the Rochester bench. Eagan trying to gain the Rochester zone. The big number 13 defenseman skates it in. Back behind the net. Eagan gets it on the sideboards. Save. Rochester gets it out. Now we lose it. Fleming loses it. Eagan comes back. Shot. Tip. Beckett Fleming skating it out of the Rochester zone. He centers it to Keefe. He's got a step. Oh, shot, save, rebound. Keefe loses a handle on it. He's back in the corner by himself. Beckett Fleming behind the net. He skates out. Tries to get it to the D. Just off angle here. Michael Norman's got to go back and collect that. He goes D to D. Fleming collects it. He goes back to Norman. Norman trying to hit that far side. Oh! Groudon just gets leveled. Contact to the head. We're going to get a rough. Refs are talking about it. I think there's head contact there. Elbow. Only getting an elbow. Could have been more, I think. Could have been more. 8:16 left in the third period. Rochester up 6-4. They're going the power play here for 2 minutes. Face off to the right of the Eagan goaltender. Rochester wins that draw. They go back to Groudon. Hodge. Tip. Shot. Rebound. That goes wide. Groudon collects it back up. He gets it up to the top of that point. They get it up the far side. Shelley chips it down. Oh, Shelley just didn't play that puck. Eagan gets it out. Dom Haugen battling. Over here to Michael Norman along the near boards. He chips it back to Groudon. Back to the top. Hodge with a shot. That's tipped wide. Michael Norman tipped that. Dom Hogan centers it. Oh, just over his stick. That's going to go all the way down. That's not icing. Eagan's going off for a change. Rochester doing a change as well. Shelley misses the stick of Grotham. Body check by Keefe. Keefe comes out of that scrum with it, skating down the near side. Rochester still on the power play for 50 seconds. He comes to the slot. Back door. Back door is too far out. Hodge, top of the point. Back to Fleming, but it was just off his stick a little bit, so Rochester has to regroup here at center ice. Core chips it up. Huseth. Battle along the near side boards for that puck. Back to Core. Back to Fleming. Keefe. Now in the corner, cycling, setting up that 1-3-1. Oh, they could have hit the big man down low. Fleming shot, save, rebound. Couldn't get there. Rochester's back full strength. Eagan skating out of the zone. Shot deflected. Oh, we tried to get it up to that streaking winger. We couldn't hit a body. Eagan down in the corner, skating down behind the net. Rochester chips it out to Core, now to Dubois. We go far side. Lossler's got it. Haugen giving chase. He lets that go by him. We chip it back out to our D. Wiedrich there. He can't play it. Eagan coming down. Shot. Goes wide. Center pass. Shot in the goal. Too many bodies out in front. Caden Johnson just had no idea where that was. Face off at center ice. Eagan gains possession. Rochester intercepts. Now Shelley comes down. 2-on-1 with Huseth. Chip to Huseth. Oh, my goodness. Puck just slid through the slot. Nobody could bang it in. Initial save by the Eagan goaltender. Grotham chips it. Comes out to the point. Held in by Michael Norman. Shelley. Grotham chips it out to Hodge at the point. He throws it on net. That goes wide. Huseth. He goes down low. Shelley with it. Eagan rings it around. Hatcher Hodge holding that point. And now Eagan chips it up and out of the zone. 4:23 left in the game. And Caden makes a nice save there to get a whistle and a change of lines. Bantam A's are tied with Chaska Chan, 3-3. Rochester face off to the right of Caden Johnson. Doesn't get out of the blue line. Beckett Fleming's able to chip it out. Oh, can't get it through that Eagan defenseman's skates. Otherwise, that was a breakaway and almost a guaranteed goal. Eagan goalie comes out to play it. He can handle his stick, that's for sure. Eagan rings it around. Dubois intercepts, puts a shot on net, save. .353 left. Eagan wins that draw. They chip it up off the glass. Brogan Hodge holds that zone. Beckett Fleming with it. Centers it. Yeah, there we go, boys. Woo! Beckett Fleming gathers that puck up off the boards. A pass from Brogan Hodge. Centers it, and Dubois just gets his stick on a 5-hole goal. That's how you draw it up, boys. That's how you draw it up. That'll be Dubois from Fleming and Brogan Hodge with 3:46 left in the game. Dom Houghton gets control of that face-off and throws it all the way down in the Eagan zone. Waterbug line giving chase. Wiedrich along the boards. Eagan does able to chip it out. Hatcher Hodge flips it up, dumps it down in the Eagan zone. Wiedrich giving chase behind the net. He gets dipsy-doodled. Eagan reversing, cycling. But the Waterbug line's doing what they're supposed to do, right? Disrupting that play. Ooh, Vossler almost had a break there. Eagan dumps it down the Rochester zone. We go far side. Went up off Shelley's leg. Eagan gaining the zone, coming down. Comes around. Tries to get out front. Centering pass. Oh, he didn't get enough juice on it. That went wide. Cycling behind the net. Rochester playing the body. And we'll have Shelley going to the box. I'm okay with that, though. Playing the body in those situations. It's do or die down there. I'm okay with that. So we'll get our penalty kill out there. Looks like we got Grotham, Dubois, Core, and Hodge. Hodge throws it all the way down. That'll be icing. Face off to the left of Caden Johnston. Eagan wins that draw, gets it back to the point. Rochester settling back down in their box. They center it. Shot or saved by Caden Johnston. Rochester's able to get it out of the zone. Eagan has to regroup. They go D to D. And the D just throws it around, rings that round down behind the almost behind Rochester's goaltender. Eagan gains possession. They get it up at the point. They go far side, top. Now down low. Try to get that quick centering pass. And we chip it out of the zone. Great job, boys. 2 minutes left. Just over a minute left in that penalty kill. Eagan gains the zone again. They come down on the near boards. They center it. Turn, shot, fired. Rochester getting their bodies down now. Great save by... Sorry, my time is off. I hit the wrong button. 1:36 left in the game. Shot, saved by Caden Johnston. Great job. .133 left. .56 seconds left in the penalty kill. Fleming out there. Eagan working that puck. Just getting that puck to the middle and trying to get a rebound. Save. 2 saves. Great job. There we go. 42 seconds left in that penalty kill. 1:20 left in the game. Face-off won by Rochester. Rochester chips it up and off the glass out to the D. Keefe out to play that point. He blocks a shot. Great block by Keefe. Eagan gains that puck, throws it back in the Rochester zone. Cork gathers it back up, chips it up and off the glass. Keefe giving it a chase. He's going to get there. Can he wrap it around? Keefe just killing time down the corner. 12 seconds left in the penalty. 10, 46 in the game. Fleming back playing high. What a great job by Keefe. Eagan making that long stretch pass. That misses a body. They throw it back down. Goalie's out. They've got an extra attacker here. Rochester intercepts that pass. McKenzie slashing arms. 24 seconds left. Shot. Save. Back to the corner. Rochester 6-on-5. Eagan just throwing everything at the net at this point. Centering pass. Save. Save. 2 saves. Nice job by Caden Johnston. Shots wide. And that's the game, folks. Woo. We survived the flurry there with that penalty. And then them pulling the goalie for the extra attacker. Rochester comes out with the win 7-5 against a feisty Eagan team. Shots by my count were for 42-28. There were some stretches there where Rochester dominated, and there were some stretches there where Eagan, came out to battle. My stars of the game, I'm going to give my stars to. I'm going to give out 2 stars. I'm going to give one to Jackson Keefe for just hustling his tail off out there, working hard in the corners. Other stars, kind of an unknown guy. This Gavin Wiedrich, he had a goal and 2 assists tonight. Certainly not expected, but you can get production from those third line guys. That just helps you so much. So a shout out to Keefe and a shout out to Wiedrich. Nice job, boys. And next game is Sunday night.